Come sit up on your shins. Curl your toes under and sit back on the heels. Hands on thighs and close the eyes. Feel free to sit cross-legged if this doesn't work for you. The offering in terms of the theme today is know thyself, understand thyself, accept thyself. May we take this opportunity in our practice today to go inside, to observe what we're working with in body and mind. And through that observation, through that understanding, can we breathe and accept where we are? And through that acceptance, there will be shift, there will be change. Opening your eyes and inhale, come stand up on your knees and circle your arms up to the sky, hands in prayer. And then as you exhale, slide your hands out in front of you, downward facing puppy, so hips stay high, forehead comes down to the earth. Inhale, cat pose, round the spine and look at your own belly button. Exhale, dog pose, take your hips up to the sky behind you. As you inhale, lower your knees down to the ground, round the spine, look at your belly, angry cat. Exhale, slide your hands out in front of you, downward facing puppy pose, forehead towards the earth. Inhale, slide your hands towards you, come stand up on your knees, circle the arms overhead. And exhale, sit back on your heels, bringing your hands into prayer. So these are known as Tibetan sun salutations. Inhale, circle the arms up, stand up on your knees. Exhale, bow forward and down, puppy pose, forehead comes down to the earth. Inhale, angry cat pose, round your spine, look at your belly button. Exhale, curl your toes under, hips up to the sky, down dog. Exhale, lower your knees to the ground, angry cat, round your spine. Exhale, puppy pose, slide your hands out in front of you, forehead comes down to the ground. Inhale, slide your hands towards you, come stand up on your knees, arms overhead. Exhale, hands in prayer, sit back on your heels. Inhale, circle the arms up, come stand up on your knees. Exhale, puppy pose, slide your hands out in front of you and bow forward. Inhale, cat pose, round the spine, look at your belly. Exhale, dog pose, take your hips up to the sky. Inhale, cat, lower the knees, look at your own belly. Exhale, puppy, slide your hands out in front of you, forehead towards the ground. Inhale, stand up on your knees, sliding your hands towards you, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, sit back on your heels, hands in prayer. Open your eyes, come forward onto hands and knees. Wrists and shoulders align, knees and hips align. And then as you inhale, reach your right arm forward and up towards the sky, drawing circles. As you exhale, it goes towards the back of your mat, down towards the ground. Inhale, reach your right arm forward and up towards the sky. As you exhale, towards the back of the mat and down. And just do a couple like that at your own pace, with your own breath, just waking up the shoulders. Next time you exhale, hand comes down to the earth, and then just switch sides. Inhale, reach your arm, left arm forward and up, and then exhale towards the back of the mat and down. And continue like that at your own pace with your own breath. Waking up the shoulder joint. Next time you exhale, left hand comes down, walk both your hands out in front of you, tent out your fingertips. This is a variation of Anahatasana. And you're going to work your chest, your forehead down towards the ground. If that ever feels like too much, just do puppy pose, palms on the earth, no problem, like we did earlier in that Tibetan sun salutation. And then wherever you are, tilt your booty up towards the sky and feel how that deepens the sideways stretch. Soften the jaw, deepen the breath. Palms come down to the ground, slide your hands towards you. Curl your toes under and then lift your knees up off the ground and come into standing forward fold at the back of the mat. Feet hip width apart or a little bit wider. I'll leave that to you. Keep the knees softly bent and then chin into the chest. Slowly roll yourself up to stand. Keep your arms heavy. As your shoulders roll back, inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky, Ardha. And exhale, hands come into prayer in front of the heart. Know thyself. Understand thyself. Accept thyself. As you inhale, reach your prayer up towards the sky, Ardha. As you exhale, thumbs touch the third eye center, they touch the heart, and then bow forward and down, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen into a flat back, offer your chest forward. Exhale, walk your hands out in front of you and come into plank pose, upward push-up position. Wrists and shoulders align, ankles directly over toes. Take a deep breath there, and then as you exhale, bend your elbows and come all the way down onto your belly. Press all 10 toes in the earth, lift your hands up and inhale, Cobra pose, no hands. Exhale, bring your forehead to touch the ground, hands stay off the ground. Inhale, lift the chest back up, pressing your toes into the earth. Exhale, forehead comes down, palms stay lifted. Inhale, lift yourself back up, Cobra pose. Exhale, forehead comes down, palms stay lifted. Inhale, lifting up again. Exhale, forehead down. Inhale, lifting up, and then stay lifted. Plant your palms, and as you exhale, lift your hips up off the ground. Take your hands out in front of you and make your way into Anahatasana, heart pose, booty high, fingertips tented. You can, again, always put your palms on the ground if this ever feels like it's too much for the shoulders. Slide your hands towards you, curl your toes under, and with your knees, lift them up off the ground, hips up, head down, standing forward fold at the back of the mat. Bend your knees, chin into your chest, and roll yourself up to stand. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, Ardha. Exhale, hands in prayer, thumbs touch the third eye center. They touch the heart, and just remain standing. Touch the third eye center with your thumbs. Inhale, reach them overhead. Exhale, thumbs again to third eye, to heart, Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Inhale, lengthen into a flat back, offer your chest forward, and then again, exhale, walk your hands out in front of you and make your way into plank pose, upward push-up position. Take a deep breath right here, and then again, exhale, lower yourself all the way down to the ground. Lift your palms up off the ground. Inhale, Cobra. Press your toenails into the earth. Exhale, forehead comes down. Inhale, lift your chest up again. Exhale, forehead down. Press the pubic bone down. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, forehead down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forehead down. Palms stay lifted. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, plant your palms, lift your torso up off the ground, move through bent knees, and then take your hands out in front of you, Anahatasana, heart pose. You can always also take child's pose instead of this if it ever starts to feel like too much. Slide your hands towards you by your knees with your toes curled under. Lift your knees up, hips up, head down, Uttanasana at the back of the mat. Bend your knees, chin into your chest, roll yourself up to stand. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky, hands in prayer overhead. Exhale, thumbs touch the third eye center. They touch the heart. May I take this opportunity to know myself without any distractions. Inhale, take your arms out in front of you. Exhale, take your hands behind you and interlace your fingers together. Inhale, lift the chest up. And then as you exhale, bow forward and down with bent knees. Interlace fingers reaching towards the front of your mat, opening up the front of your chest. Release your hands down to the ground. Inhale, lengthen into a flat back. Offer your chest forward. And then exhale, walk your hands out in front of you, making your way into down dog, hips up to the sky. Inhale, reach your right leg up to the sky, three-legged downward dog. And then exhale, step your right foot forward in between your hands, lower your back knee down to the earth. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, low lunge. And then as you exhale, scissor the inner thighs towards each other, feeling a soft lift in the pelvis. Either keep your arms as they are or interlace your fingers, flip your palms up to the ceiling. Hug your belly button in towards your spine and deepen your breath into your armpits. Unravel your hands, and as your hands come down to the ground, straighten your back leg. Walk your left fingers off the mat to the left, and then inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky, opening your chest to the right. And then either stay as you are. We're going to draw those circles, right fingers towards the back of your own mat, down towards the ground and towards the front of the mat, up towards the sky. Continue like that. And again, add your breath in there. So perhaps you're inhaling up and exhaling back. Next time you exhale, put your back knee on the ground, hands on either side of your front foot, and then step back into three-legged downward dog, bending your right knee and stacking your right hip on top of your left one. Press your bottom heel down towards the ground, and then we'll create hip mandalas, drawing circles at the knee. So knee into the chest, out to the right, up to the sky. In towards you, out to the right, and up to the sky. And again, add your breath to this movement. Next time you exhale, release your right foot to meet your left one, good old down dog. Inhale, ripple forward into plank pose, upward push-up position. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra, rolling over the toes. Exhaling, down dog, hips up to the sky behind you. Inhale, reach your left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forward in between your hands. Lower your back knee down to the ground, and then inhale, sweep your arms overhead, palms facing in towards each other. Feel free to stay here or now interlace your fingers and flip your palms up towards the ceiling. Release your hands down. Walk your right hand off the mat to the right, straightening your right leg. Inhale, reach your left arm up to the sky. Here come those circles again. Take your left arm towards the back of your mat, down towards the ground. As you inhale towards the front of your mat and up to the sky. As you exhale towards the back and down. And again, feel free to move slower, faster than how I'm cueing this, just bringing movement into this lovely joint of yours. Reach the left arm directly up to the sky, rolling your heart open. And then bring your left hand down to the earth. Plant your palms, three-legged down dog. Bend your left knee and stack your left hip on top of your right one, rooting your bottom heel towards the ground. You can stay here, or here come those hip mandalas, drawing circles at the knee, knee into the chest, out towards the left, up to the sky. And again, move at your own pace. Next time you exhale, release the foot to the ground, down dog. Inhale, ripple forward, plank pose, upward push-up position. And exhale, lower yourself all the way down to the ground. Take your hands behind you and interlace your fingers together, pressing pubic bone into the earth. Inhale, peel your torso up off the ground, keeping your chest lifted. Either stay as you are or now lift your toes up off the ground, lift your legs up off the ground. Full locust pose, full shalabhasana. If right where you are, you can soften your bum a little bit, that would be great. And then see if you can lift more from your back body, from your heart specifically. Release your feet down to the ground, release your hands, and inhale, upward dog or cobra. Lift yourself up a little bit higher. And then exhale, curl your toes under and lift your hips up to the sky, down dog. Slowly walk your hands to your feet. Walk yourself to the back of your mat. Bend your knees, chin into your chest, and roll yourself up to stand. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, hands in prayer if you can. And then exhale, thumbs touch the third eye center. They touch the heart. Accept thyself. Opening your eyes, take your feet as wide as the mat. As you inhale, take your prayer forward. As you exhale, take your hands out behind you. Bring your hands to your lower back. Think camel pose. And then as you inhale, lift the chest up, softly bending your knees. As you exhale, slide your hands down your legs, bend your knees, and bow forward and down, standing forward fold. Inhale, lengthen into a flat back. Exhale, walk your hands out in front of you and bring your big thumbs to touch. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand and lower your left knee down to the ground. Inhale, lift your right arm up to the sky. Feel free to stay here or now bend your left knee, grab a hold of your left foot with your right hand and work your heel to your bum. Revolved thigh stretch. If this ever feels like too much, just keep your right arm up to the sky, or you can always take lizard pose, both hands on the inside of your front leg. Wherever you are, lift up and out of your bottom hand, your left hand. Claw the mat gently with your finger pads. And slowly release both hands on the inside of the front foot. And now walk your hands towards the back of your mat and pivot your left foot to the right. Feel free to look at me. This is a variation of gate pose. Straightening your right leg, lift your right toes up to the sky and then come upright with your torso, right hand to the right thigh. Reach your left arm up to the sky and then take your left fingers over your right leg. So this is a sideways stretch. Feel free to stay as you are or now bend your left elbow. Left hand comes towards the back of your head and then right arm lifts up and grab a hold of the opposite elbows. Inhale, lift the elbows up and then exhale, take the elbows over towards the right leg, deepening the sideways stretch. If this feels like too much, just keep your arms open, no problem. Inhale, come upright with your torso and then look towards the back of your mat. Bring your left fingers to the ground, the back of your mat. And then inhale, lift your right foot up off the ground, right arm up to the sky, modified side plank. Feel free to watch me. This one's a bit strange. And then slowly bring your right foot back down to the ground. Come upright with your torso. And now bend into your right knee. Put your right foot on the ground, hands by your right foot. Pivot your left foot towards the back of your mat. And then lower your left heel to the right for warrior two. Cartwheel your arms out into a T shape. And lift your beautiful heart coming upright. Peaceful warrior, reverse warrior. Slide your left hand down your left thigh, right fingertips up and sweetly back. Soften your front ribs back. Stay as you are. Do what we just did in gate pose. Bend both your elbows. Hold on to both your elbows. Lift them up and then take them towards the back of your mat, meaning towards your left leg, deepening the right sideways stretch. If you can, bend a little bit deeper into your front knee. Come upright with your torso, straightening your front leg, open your arms, Trikonasana triangle. Right hand to a shin, a block of the earth, left arm goes up to the sky. Roll your heart open towards the left and up. Next time you exhale, cartwheel your hands down by your front foot, bending into your front knee. Three-legged down dog, take your right leg up, bend your knee and stack it up. Root your bottom heel down towards the ground and now take the hip mandalas in the opposite direction. So knee out to the side, in towards the chest, up towards the sky, out to the side, into the chest and up. And again, move at your own pace. Next time you exhale, release the foot to the ground, down dog. Inhale, come on forward, plank pose, upward push-up position. And exhale, lower yourself halfway or all the way down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog, hips up. Walk your left hand over towards your right one, and then look forward and step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Lower your back knee down to the earth. Inhale, reach your left arm up to the sky, rolling your chest open now towards the left. So again, we're going to come into that thigh stretch. It doesn't work for everyone, so feel free to stay as you are. If you want to try it, bend your back knee, which is your right knee. Grab a hold of your right foot with your right hand, and then work your heel towards your bum. Shrug both your shoulder blades onto your back, and then either stay here or just gently kick your right foot into your left hand. Soften the jaw. Know thyself. Slowly release both hands down. Walk your hands over towards your back foot, pivoting your right foot over to the left. Straighten your left leg, left toes up to the sky for a variation of gate pose. Come stand up on your knee. And then left hand to left thigh. Inhale, reach your right fingertips up, and then take your right fingers over towards the left leg, stretching the right side waist. And again, no pressure to go anywhere. You can stay as you are or lift your left hand up, bend both your elbows, hold on to them, and then take your elbows closer towards your left leg, deepening the sideways stretch. Gently lift your pubic bone to your belly button wherever you are, lengthening the lower back. Slowly unravel, come upright with your torso and look towards the back of the mat. Right hand down on the ground at the back of the mat, and then left leg lifts up to the sky as your left arm goes up. Variation of side plank. You can always keep your left foot on the ground. Bring your left foot back down to the ground, and then both hands down, walk over towards your left foot, pivot both your feet towards the front of the mat, bending into your left knee, plant your palms, and then go ahead and lower your right heel to the left for Virabhadrasana 2, cartwheel your arms out into a T shape. Press the back foot down into the ground, feel how that lifts the inner arc up. Keep that peaceful warrior, slide your right hand down your right thigh, left fingertips up and back. Stay as you are, or bend both your elbows, hold on to your elbows, lift them up, and then take your elbows a little bit further towards the back leg, towards the right leg, deepening the sideways stretch. Chest and belly facing the person to your right or facing the right wall if you're alone. Come upright with your torso, open your arms into a T-shaped triangle pose. Bring your pelvis back as you reach your left fingers forward and down, left hand to a shin, a block of the earth, right arm up to the sky. Roll your chest open back to the right. Cartwheel your hands down by your front foot, plant your palms, three-legged down dog. Bend your left knee and stack your left hip on top of your right one, and then take those mandalas, those hip circles in the opposite direction. So out to the left, into the chest, up towards the sky. And again, move at your own pace. Next time you exhale, release both your feet to the ground. Down dog. Inhale, come on forward, plank pose, upward push-up position. And exhale, lower yourself all the way down to the ground. Prop yourself onto your forearms, so elbows underneath shoulders, wrists align with elbows. Splay your fingers out wide. Shrug your shoulders onto your back, press your pubic bone down into the ground, and then reach your chest forward and up. Sphinx pose. Keep pressing your pubic bone down to the ground, and now press your toes into the earth and perhaps work towards straightening your arms. Check out how this feels in your lower back, so feel free to stay down low, okay? If you're coming with me, walk your hands towards your hips, shrug your shoulders onto your back, and reach your chest forward and up, deepening the back bend. If you're feeling compression in your back, please stay lower. Press your feet down into the ground. Legs are super active here. And then next time you exhale, slowly bring your torso back down to the ground, one palm on top of the other, or one cheek to the ground. As the spine comes back to neutral, just breathe into it. Know thyself. Understand thyself. Slide your palms underneath your shoulders, curl your toes under, and lift your hips up to the sky, down dog. Keep your knees bent in down dog, and then tilt your booty a little bit higher up to the sky. Walk your hands to your feet, chin into your chest, roll yourself all the way up to stand. Once you get there, arms relaxed by your sides, connect to a gaze point, eyes opened or closed. Opening your eyes. So we're going to take a standing back bend here. If you'll notice what I did, I just walked to the front of the mat. Feel free to come with me. And if you've never done a standing back bend, feel free to just watch me. Hands come into prayer in front of the heart, feet as wide as the mat. Inhale, take the prayer out in front of you. Exhale, take your hands behind you to your lower back, fingers face up or down. Hug your elbows in towards each other and lift your chest up to the sky like we did last time we were here. But now bend your knees even more and lift your pubic bone to your belly button. And now begin to curl your upper chest towards the ceiling and up towards the sky. You can stay here and now slide your hands down your legs to the backs of your legs, maybe to the backs of your knees, and then curl your chest towards the back of your mat, standing back bend. So again, if at any point this feels like too much, just stand up. Root down through your feet, and everybody stand up. Bring your hands into prayer. Connect to a gaze point out in front of you. If you ever feel dizzy, root down through your feet and really lift up through the chest, engaging pelvic floor. Accept thyself. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, bow forward and down. Bend your knees a lot as you bow forward and down. Keep your knees bent. Inhale, flat back, offer your chest forward, and then exhale, plant your palms and step back into plank pose and lower halfway or all the way down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra, and then exhale back into down dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your right foot forward in between your hands, high lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. And then exhale, hands in prayer, and go ahead and twist towards the right. So left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Feel free to put your back knee on the ground if you ever have trouble balancing here. As you inhale, lengthen the spine forward, and exhale, try to get your thumbs to kiss your breastbone. Breathe into your upper chest and relax your jaw. Next time you exhale, hands down by the front foot. Step your back foot in about a foot for Parsvottanasana. Work towards straightening your front leg, pyramid pose. Scissor the inner thighs towards each other, and then you can always put your hands on blocks or keep your knees bent. Either stay as you are or bow forward and down, working your ribs towards your front leg. Stay as you are or walk your hands out in front of you, walk your blocks out in front of you, and bow forward, now lengthening the side waist as well as the hamstrings. Bend into your front knee, shift the weight forward, and then step down dog. Inhale, coming forward, plank pose, upward push-up. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. And exhale, down dog, hips up to the sky. Inhale, reach your left leg up, three-legged down dog. Exhale, step it forward in between your hands, Anjaneyasana, high lunge. Inhale, circle the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands in prayer and twist towards the left. So bring your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Back knee on the ground is always an option. I would love your elbow versus your armpit to the outside of your leg, so be more upright with your torso, and the reason being is it wrings out your guts, which helps to release from that standing back bend. Can you straighten your back leg a little bit more and scissor the inner thighs towards each other? Keeping the strength in the legs, twist a little bit deeper towards the left and up to the sky. Next time you exhale, hands down by the front foot. Step your back foot in about a foot. Lower your right heel to the left. Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. Work towards straightening your front leg. You can always put your hands on blocks. Stay as you are or walk your hands forward and bow forward and down. Bend back into your front knee, hands down by the front foot, and step down dog. Inhale, ripple forward into plank pose, upward push-up position, and exhale, lower yourself all the way down to the ground. Press the tops of the feet onto the ground and then interlace your fingers behind you by your bum. Press your pubic bone down and inhale, lift your chest up off the ground, Ardha shalabhasana. Either stay here or now lift your feet up off the ground, full locust pose. Stay as you are or bend both your knees and grab a hold of your feet with your hands. Kick your feet into your hands and lift your chest up a little bit higher. See if you can keep your thighs on the ground as you do this, lifting your chest up higher. This will keep your lower back long, and the deeper opening will happen in the thoracic upper spine. And wherever you are, soften the jaw. Next time you exhale, release, lie down. Know thyself. Understand thyself. Take your feet as wide as the mat. And then slowly prop yourself onto your forearms, elbows underneath shoulders, splay your fingers out wide. Press your pubic bone down to the ground, shrug your shoulders onto your back, and as you inhale, reach your heart forward and up, Sphinx pose. Stay as you are, do as we did last time, press your palms on the ground and straighten your arms or work towards straightening them. The idea is to feel an opening without compression in the lower back. If you're going to come with me, walk your hands back towards your hips and lift your chest forward and up, curling the upper spine. And then either stay here or bend both your knees, bring your big toes to touch, arc your chest back, and work your feet towards your head towards your feet. If this ever feels like too much, just keep your legs straight out behind you, or feel free to stay lower with your spine. Slowly begin to release the legs out behind you and make your way back onto your belly. One palm on top of the other. Understand thyself. Accept thyself. Take your palms underneath your shoulders and come onto hands and knees. So lift your torso up off the ground. Take a couple of cat-cows at your own pace with your own breath. Feel free to take the classic form or free form. You can take circular motions with your pelvis or move towards child's pose, or just do as I'm doing, classic arcing and rounding. As you bring movement into the spine, kind of observe what's changed. Breathe into the space you've created in the shoulders, in the chest. We're going to take a fun variation of thread the needle. Lift your left arm up off the ground and thread it behind your right wrist, bringing your left cheek to the ground, looking towards the right. Either keep your right hand as it is or tent out your right fingertips and then take your right foot out towards the right, towards your left hand, and either stay here or reach your right arm up to the sky. Bring your right fingertips back down to the ground and now see if you can grab a hold of your right foot with your left hand. And this is a funny transition, so you might just want to watch me. Keep a hold of your right foot with your left hand, reach your right arm up to the sky, and then take your right arm over to the left and slowly bring your pelvis down to the ground towards your right hand. So we're taking a reclined spinal twist here. It's a funny one, so if it doesn't work for you, just lie on your back, no problem. Keep holding on to your right foot with your left hand, straightening your right leg out to the left, and then straighten your left leg out in front of you. That feels like too much, just bend both your knees, no problem. Taking this twist a little bit further, bend your left knee and bring your left heel towards your bum and grab a hold of your left foot with your right hand, but keep twisting your chest towards the right. The more you press the outer edge of your right foot into your left hand, you'll notice the deeper the outer thigh, outer hip stretch. And then slowly release, come onto hands and knees, and then sit back on your shins, toes curled under. And quite simply observe the difference between the right and the left side. Opening the eyes, come back onto hands and knees. Thread your right arm behind your left wrist and bring your right cheek down to the ground, looking to the left. Keeping your right toes curled under, tent out your left fingertips and then straighten your left leg out to the left towards your right hand. Stay as you are or reach your left arm up to the sky. You can stay as you are or left fingertips down. Grab a hold of your left foot with your right hand, and here comes that funny transition. Left arm goes over to the right, and then slowly roll your spine over to the right and down. And again, if I lose you, just lie on your back, no problem. Holding on to the outer part of your left foot with your right hand, straighten your left leg out to the right with your right leg straight out in front of you. Breathe into your side waist, breathe into your lower back. If you're coming to the full variation of this funny pose, bend your right knee and grab a hold of your right foot with your left hand. Keep shrugging your left shoulder onto your back, and maybe chin moves towards the left shoulder. Slowly unravel and come back onto hands and knees. Curl your toes under, sit back on your heels. Close your eyes. Know thyself. Opening your eyes, lie down on your back. Extend your legs up to the sky. Viparita karani. Feel free to put a block underneath your sacrum. You can stay here, or we're going to move towards shoulder stand, but the choice is yours. If you're coming with me, palms on the ground by your bum, lift your bum up off the ground and take your toes over your head. Interlace your fingers together or bring your hands right to your back. Either way, hug your elbows in towards each other. And then put your palms on your back and extend your legs up to the sky. Gently press the back of the head into the ground, moving the chin softly towards the chest. If you're dealing with any shoulder or neck stuff, then please don't take shoulder stand. Stay in Viparita karani, legs directly up with spine on the ground. And whatever variation you're in, connect to a gaze point either on your body or close your eyes. Now focus on your exhales. Allow the inhales to be natural, but see if you can really deepen the exhales, telling the body to start to soften, to relax, to prepare for Savasana. Splay your toes out wide and press the balls of feet up towards the sky. Halasana plow pose. Take your toes over your head. If you can, bring your feet to the earth. If not, don't worry about it. And then bend your knees gently and slowly roll your spine down to the earth. Once you get there, bend your knees and bring your knees in towards your armpits. Wrap your arms around your legs and just give yourself a nice big hug. Stay as you are, or happy baby, soles feet up towards the sky. Grab a hold of your feet or your shins. Draw your knees wide out to the sides and down, pressing the lower back to the earth simultaneously. And slowly release. Take your feet wide and bring your knees to touch each other. Cactus your arms out to the sides. Close your eyes. And again, emphasize the exhales. If there's anything else you need before Shavasana, take it now. And whenever you're ready, splay your feet and your arms away from each other, closing your eyes for final rest. Bend your knees and place your feet on the ground. Slowly roll over to one side and make your way up to sit. When you get there, close your eyes, bring your hands into prayer, and bow your chin softly towards your chest. Every time we come to the mat, it's an opportunity to go inside, to get to know ourselves a little bit more without the distractions of life. And through that knowledge, maybe cultivate the wisdom to understand and accept ourselves in our totality. Deep gratitude to the practice itself. Namaste. If you like that video, you'll probably like these. And if you want more videos, go to my membership site. Either way, let's stay connected.